Folks, I'm Jim Boy Sami. Today I want to give you a fast little recipe. I want to show you my style. This is how I make something called peanut or liquid custard. It's all involved with regular milk that I will spoil instantly. And there's a way to spoil regular milk instantly is by squeezing in some lime juice inside. So I will start this. I love this dish. I love it. It's good for strengthening. Put a little bit of milk. Depends on your how much you want to try out. And in that pot I take some fresh lime juice. Instantly I'm spoiling the milk. Instantly, right? That's like a little scientific thing there. I spoil the milk. This is how I make peanut. Now I'm gonna tell you something. With this now, I will add me a little vanilla essence. All right, I've been making this a lot, so I got a little bit more vanilla. You don't need much. It doesn't take much of a vanilla extract, just for the flavor. I'll throw a little bit, eyeball it, a little bit for the taste of it, the flavor. And with that, now that's all it takes. Regular milk, spoil it with some lime juice and put some vanilla essence inside, extract. Now with this now folks, I will add me a little bit of sugar, because it needs a little bit of sugar to just give it that custardy flavor, you know. It's like making regular custard. Now with this I already had some made, already mixed up, so I'm just going to pour this back in. Hey, I got even more than I thought, huh? Yeah, that portion that I poured in just now was already mixed up. So I decided to do it a little flavor. Now, I must tell you that the milk is already spoiled, and you will see, you kind of see the kind of cheesy, custardy thing there. And the curds of the milk start spoiling, lumpy. Well, that's what you're looking for. And we're gonna have more of those lumps coming up during the boiling process. Stay with me. I'll be right back with you. I have the pot on the fire right now this time. Okay, I have it on the stove on. I'm gonna let this boil down, and you're gonna see it's gonna become custardy, very. It's gonna be liquid custard called peanut. I usually make this like when big pots and put it in a party, and believe me, people leave that good food and come to that wonderful custard taste. They love it. It's an appetizer. It's good for the kids and all of that, you know. Adults love it too. So now I will let this boil for about it would take about 15-20 minutes. Just keep an eye on it, on the pot. Make sure the milk doesn't run over. At any time it tends to run over, just turn the fire down, or you could stir it, and when you stir, you're going to see it's going down back to level in the pot without running over. So stay with me. In about 20 minutes I'll be back to show you what the custard looks like. As we're going to keep checking this pot, we're going to keep checking the milk level, and it's been in 5 minutes now in the process of boiling. So we'll be checking it every 6 minutes to make sure that everything works good. You're going to see the boiling at the edges is going to start form. That's where we're going to have this wonderful liquid custard, and many people from the Caribbean knows about this dish. It's an appetizer dish. It's not food, but it's a nourishable thing. Nourishable liquid custard. Hey, good for your spine and your backbone and all of that, you know. I'll be right back. Will amuse a lot of people, like, damn, what is he doing? Well, we have learned something, folks. I'm going to tell you something right now. To spoil regular milk, a good milk instantly, all you got to do is squeeze some fresh lime juice inside, and that's the way when you spoil milk instantly. All right, but now you're going to see, as you can see, the sides start bubbling, which means it start boiling at this time. I'm going to show you. And you're going to see that curd start forming from that spoiled milk. The milk has spoiled, you see? We got curds coming out like cheese and all of that. That's because this milk is spoiled. That's the only way to make a wonderful custard dish. Trust me, try it. Many Caribbean people would know this, especially Gaianes, Trinidadies, and all of that. But this is my favorite. I love to to maybe make this 3 times a week. I don't know why. I love it. And there's a secret. They say, hey, Jim Boy Sammy, what's your secret for being so healthy? Hey, use custard, man. Liquid custard. Alright, we'll be back to check it again. Into the process. Now look at this. This is the boiling process. If you notice good, because you spoil that milk, the curds, the milk becomes curds and is going to separate itself from the water, from the liquid itself. Notice that? Oh man, now you're going to let this boil together. Maybe take a couple more minutes and I'll show you how to eat. It's delicious. Try it. If you make a little bit, trust me, try it. And if you don't like the taste, just throw it away. Don't waste your milk. Don't waste your time. Try a little bit. If you don't like it, throw it away. But if you want to see what I'm talking about, make a little bit. That wouldn't hurt you to throw it away. Taste it, and trust me, you're going to want to make a whole entire pot later. You're going to want to keep your eyes on it, right, as it keep boiling. It's been in 10 minutes or so now, right? I haven't checked the time exactly. Look at this now. It's boiling. This is where the taste is going to develop strongly as you're going to take it out liquidy. I love to eat it very liquidy. That's why it's called liquid custard. Or another name for it, a common name, people usually call it Painus. The spelling goes in different ways. Some people spell it P-A-N-U-S, some say P-E-N-U-S, some say P-A-N-U-S-E. Regardless what the spelling of that is, I'll be honest with you, just remember there's only one taste it has, and it's called Painus taste. Custard, liquid custard. Okay, maybe I was saying about 5 minutes is going to be ready to take a sip of this. I love when it's liquidy. Oh man, many people knows about this. Caribbean people, I know. Let me know if you know about this. Regular milk that I'm boiling, but guess what? It's spoiled because of the fresh lime juice. See, you have to get this done by fresh lime juice. You see the curds around the spoon? That's what you wanted. And when you eat this, believe me, when I drink, let's say, a bowl of this, it keeps me up for hours and hours. It gives strength to your bones, trust me. You have a little, so what did I mix inside? Let me recap it again. I put some fresh milk in a pot, then squeeze some fresh lime juice to spoil that milk instantly. Add a little bit of vanilla extract with a couple teaspoons of sugar to give it that nice sweety taste. But you don't want it too sugary, you know. You want to balance your sugar level too, you know. And now I put it to boil. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Try it. Trust me. Many people that knows about this will tell me, yes, they knows about it, it tastes good. Oh man, I know it. This is my favorite dish, my favorite appetizer. I do not eat candy, I do not chew gum, I do not drink soda, I do not drink no pasteurized juice. Trust me folks, this is what I prefer to replace it with. A little bit of nice custardy flavor. That's what I like to really enjoy. Well, you know, another good thing about this, whenever I use this, I love to, this is part of my appetizer dish. It keeps me healthy, I would think. I would know, yes, I feel that way. And it keep me up for hours and so forth. Every time I go, whenever I go to the doctor, you know what they told me if I go for a checkup to the doctor? They're like, Jim Boy Sammy, what's your secret? Believe it or not, nurses ask me this, doctors ask me this. One time I recall going to the doctor and he introduced me to all his secretaries and all of that and assistant and so on. Said, man, I never had a patient like this. This man is just natural healthy. He said, what's your secret? I told him, hey, fruits and vegetables, not too much of meat, and my little custardy flavor. But I never told him how to, never spend the time to explain how I make it. But now I show a little secret of how I do it. This is it. Almost ready. Now